Woo! Look at that. See, I'll just straight up go live while I'm eating my lunch, son. That's what kind of man I am. Because I just do it unannounced. So I figure we're going to need some time to let people get on. And thus, you guys are going to watch me eat some pho that my wife made for me. What's up, everybody? What's up, fellas? So, anybody who's new to the channel, we only got 9 people, but check it out. If you're new to the channel, this is how I do when I go live. I'll go live for UFC events. I'll do fight companions. But if I am going to go live any other time, generally I just do it completely out of left field because I'm like, there's something that I want to talk about, and I'd rather have an interactive conversation. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather's problem? Dude, Jake snatched his hat, yo. I mean, I don't want to, what's up, RM? I don't want to step on the rest of my video, but I will tell you I have very strong feelings about that incident. And I am going to tell you guys what those are. What's up, Jay Hay? What's up, Lord Almond? Let's talk about something besides that at first, just so that as people get on. Thank you, Jaros. I very much appreciate that. All of a sudden, I'm making money, dude. Like, I've been doing this for a year, making baby money, son. And then that Diego video, let me see how much money I made on that. Oh, Todd Atkins is hitting me up. I'm going to tell him I'm live now. Let's do in an hour, and we'll bring everyone from this live to that one. Recruit. Yeah, so we'll do like an hour here, and then I'm going to go live on Instagram with my boy, Todd Atkins. Dawn Harden, are you a girl? Because I am always shocked when pretty girls watch my stuff. I'm like, it's so much more flattering than when dudes do for some reason. I'm definitely going to talk about Diego. I'm definitely going to talk about the Mayweather and Jake Paul. Let's just give it a few minutes because I don't want to consistently be repeating myself because I do have very strong feelings. That's a simp take? Shit, son. Shit. I don't think you understand what a simp is, if that's a simp take, son. Ashley Yoder. Let me Google that. What's up, Tiberius? Hold on. Ashley Yoder. Let's see. The fighter. Dude, you want to know what female fighter hit my radar this last week? I mean, not that I didn't know who she was, but Amanda Ribas, and she is crazy. She's crazy. This one? That is a Hublot. It's upside down. I will show you. It is a Hublot. It's the same one that Connor has this one, but his is in gold with like diamonds and shit. It probably costs fucking $200,000 more than this one. It's the Aero Fusion Titanium. Who do I believe is going to win, Logan or Floyd? Oh, come on. I did pay for Paige's OnlyFans. That is a good point, Rattel. That's true. Anytime anyone wants to throw simp at me, they can throw that out. I have paid for one OnlyFans ever, and I got son. Dude, I know Amanda Ribas. I'm talking about, like, I was watching her. What's up, Yellow Boy? I was watching her interviews though. She's got a screw loose, man. Like, she's like legit crazy. It was hilarious, man. Like, is it like I was watching her interview? I'm like, oh, she's like legitimately crazy. My BB gun because we're moving to Texas next week, so I've packed a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure if my BB guns are in here still. I might have. Actually, what the hell did I do with them? Anyway, they're around. Canelo, dude, Canelo's. If you've been watching his last few fights, man, that guy ain't losing to anybody. Like there is nobody on the face of the earth that he could fight that I would pick the other guy. He's so good. Who's the better boxer, Logan or Jake? You think Logan? I don't know. It's hard to say. Indiana Jane, what's up, girl? Like I was saying, dude, it's like, you know, like guys are cool, you know, but like when girls like my shit, I'm like, yes. So I have lots of real guns. I definitely don't need to exchange BB guns for guns. I have plenty of guns. And the gun that I just got is fixed for a suppressor. So when I get to Texas, I'm gonna buy me a suppressor, son. And I actually already have, like, because there's a reciprocity across states. I already have a concealed carry permit for Texas, because my Utah one is good to go in Texas. So look at that. It's not good in fucking California. Another reason to move. So would I rather have dinner with Dana White or Connor? Dana, because he would be more likely to be a part of a project that we're working on. We intend to actually pitch him. And I realize that sounds outlandish to even say, but the new project I'm working on is not like any other one. We have access to everyone. I'm going into business with a bunch of guys from SEAL Team 6. So that is the most that I can reveal about this project at this point. But that is happening. I'm going to be on a call tomorrow with 7 Navy SEALs and me. One of these people is not like the other. He's better looking and he could talk faster, but he would lose in any other measure and he's actually not even better looking than most of them. Anyway, if I was a military contractor, I wouldn't be able to talk about it. So you guys can have the scoop when we press release it, which will probably be, if I was going to guess, 2 months, probably would be my guess. 2 months. And you'll understand exactly why it couldn't be press released before. Jake Paul got the whole hood pounding back. I will say this, just because all you guys watch my shit, so that you'll probably get a kick out of this. But like, again, I can't get into the details, but you know, the business, like everyone, all these guys are like, they're going to be very actively involved. And so I shot a video and I sent it to all of them just because, you know, and I was just like, you know, after like our meetings, I was like, just so, you know, since all of you guys know each other really well and I'm the guy on the outs, and, you know, I laid my feelings about the current American culture pretty bare in a full throttle fashion, and it landed pretty well. Jake Paul is a minute, dude. Okay, here's a go. So we got what, 60 people? Okay, so now, yeah, I can talk about the Mayweather and Jake Paul thing now. So here's what it is, dude. People can hate on Jake Paul, and I encourage them to, but here's the deal. We legitimately might be looking at one of the greatest fight promoters ever in that guy. I mean, I'm serious. Like I'm being totally serious. Like as a self promoter fighter, like fight promoter, CH, what's up, my man? I mean, you're looking at, I mean, if you're going to compare him to anyone, you're looking at like Connor, you know, like literally, like you're looking at Connor. If you want to find someone who's as good at hyping a fight as Jake Paul, dude, he's brilliant. He's fucking brilliant. Like seriously, think about it, dude. Like this, so this guy's been doing this for how long, right? So he picks out Nate Robinson, a basketball player. He ends up somehow getting on the Mike Tyson card. you know, we don't even necessarily need to give him credit for that whole thing, but he gets good enough to where he beats the shit out of him and knocks him the fuck out, right? And talk about the headline. I am talking about the headline, son. So knocks him out, right? And then after that, he goes out and starts like, you know, he egged Dylan Dennis. He gets into public beefs with all these different guys gets everybody talking because everyone's like, oh, real fighter's going to kick the shit out of this guy. Get him talking, get him talking, get him talking. I mean, I will like let me actually preface this with this. When he's on the stage, he's not great on the stage. Like he's not like when he's like, you know, when they're sitting on the stage doing like the specific fight promotion for, you know, like when they're going back and forth, he's not great at that yet. Like, I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be good at that, but he doesn't have the charisma that like a Connor has, or, you know, some people just have it, man. Like you stick a microphone in front of their face, let them talk, and they are oozing with charisma, right? That's not him. However, strategically as a troll to get attention, I mean, dude, he's brilliant, man. Like so he does all that shit. He gets the fight with Askren. He knocks him out in the first round. The next day, the next week, he gets fucking Daniel Cormier to get in his face at a UFC event and gets the entire crowd chanting "fuck Jake Paul" because of all the shit that he did online the previous week. Like that is sensational fight promotion. Sensational fight promotion. You know, I'm talking business here, like just fucking business. Sensational. And then he makes all these videos about it online the next, you know, like the following week, pointing out that he did it all on purpose, which whether he did or didn't is brilliant fight promotion afterwards. And then the Mayweather thing, dude, are you kidding? Like I watched that, and you know, I was at the jiu-jitsu gym, and these guys, like I got an alert, like I got the Weasel alert, like because the Weasel did the video, and I was like, wait, what? It was like Jake Paul Mayweather brawl, and I was like, no way. So I brought it up, and everybody at the gym already knew about it. And all of them were like that. They're like, this fucking idiot. They're like, yeah, Mayweather and his crew beat the shit out of that idiot. And I was like, and so I watched it. And as soon as he took the hat and then they attacked him, I was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking genius, man. He's a genius. He's a genius. Like he's a fucking genius. Now, I will say it is not at all impossible that was staged. Like not at all impossible. You know, like, cause listen, like Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards are fucking enormous, right? They're enormous. And there was how many of them? Like if those guys went full throttle on Jake Paul, I mean, you know, Jake Paul's like, you know, he's a half decent boxer. But dude, how do you think you're gonna fare? Like, how do you think anyone's gonna fare if like 5 300-pound dudes are actually full throttle trying to hurt you? You know, like. You know, it looked real, dude. Like it looked real, but the lack of damage that he took is like, that's a little suspect, you know? Oh yeah, Indiana Jane, we are totally stuck with this guy. You know, unless he bites off the wrong fight and gets knocked. Like, this will only continue until he loses, right? Like if he does take first of all, if he takes that Tyron Woodley fight, I don't want to hear shit from anybody about him being a troll. I mean, you know, he's trolling, but I mean like about him not being a real fighter, because that is a huge, I mean, that's fighting Ben Askren. I mean, I get it, you know, champion in Bellator, the worst striker in the history of mixed martial arts, at least at the high level, like a high level like that, without a doubt. I mean, absolutely without a doubt. There's no close equal to how bad Ben Askren's striking was. So he, you know, it's like you know, this is how every boxer's career starts. You fight a bunch of guys who suck balls, and you rack up a bunch of wins, and then you start fighting real guys. Now, he fought a basketball player and the worst MMA striker in history. If he goes straight to Tyron Woodley, that's a huge jump in competition. And, you know, I mean, I would certainly pick Tyron Woodley in that fight, but the bottom line, dude, Jake Paul can beat. The thing is, dude, that footage of Jake Paul sparring Mike Perry and then basically both. I mean, listen, like if you couldn't tell by how that interaction went, Jake Paul definitely won that sparring match. It's like, I mean, if he can beat up Mike Perry in a sparring match, dude, he could theoretically beat Tyron Woodley. I'm not saying I would pick him, but the bottom line is if he takes that fight, he is a fucking badass. Jennifer Ferocious, what's up, girl? Thank you very much. It is fresh as of like an hour and a half ago. So fresh to death, son. What I thought, just back on the Ben Askren thing though, just for a second. And I'm just gonna full disclosure. Ben Askren. So I've like interacted with Ben Askren on a few occasions, and I asked him for an interview before the fight, and he straight up fucking big leagued me. I'll show you. Ben Askren big leaguing me, and thus giving context to me. Well, I'm actually not going to shit on him right now, but I'll show you. Look at that. Hey, Jesse, a little busy right now. Fuck you, Ben Askren. Too busy for me, son? Too busy for me and my 10,000 subscribers? Maybe you didn't know about my TikTok, my 300,000. 280 something. But anyway, so, but Ben Askren, it was like when he first got knocked out, you're like, wow, how humiliating. But then when he, afterwards, like just went around doing the interview circuit, just like, whatever, didn't care. All of a sudden you're kind of like, he got paid $1 million, man. He got paid $1 million. So if he doesn't care, like if he's not humiliated, then who fucking cares? The only thing that matters is whether you feel it. Like if someone wants to pay me $1 million and other people think I should be embarrassed for something that I'm not embarrassed about, then I'll take the $1 million, I got to get caught up. I've been talking for a long time. Ooh, Matt Hart, ginger loser who's never fought and shows kick videos that are weak. Never hung with Sanchez. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love that. That's my favorite thing when people just assume they know shit about you. It's like, so I never fought. Are you sure? Are you positive? Tell me about yours. And the NFL does take care. Hang on. I'm just getting caught up on this dude, Matt Hart. Hang on. I have nothing but respect for fighters who enter the octagon. If you have real respect and really understand the risk of a $13 billion company, then a $13 billion company should pay for retired fighters' health insurance. Oh gosh. It's Josh. It's Josh. Josh, what's up, dude? You're joining my live. This guy needs to learn the facts of the stories that he talks about instead of just watching other people's content and repeating it. Hey, I'll tell you what. Hey, everybody in the comments, in the chat, if you watched my videos about Diego, do you think that I had do you think that I just repeated other people's shit, or do you think I had the most original take out of anybody on this thing? Everybody else, oh, I feel for Diego. And I said, how about you fucking pull your big boy pants on and start taking responsibility for things instead of blaming the UFC. Now, as it relates to health insurance, I don't understand how is that even in the conversation? I'm going to actually respond to this fucking idiot. Okay. So, or actually this really smart guy. Sorry. I want to respond to this really smart guy. I don't want to kick him off. Let's have a conversation about that guy. So whoever said that the UFC shouldn't pay for health insurance? Of course I watch other people's content. What does that have to do with what you said? And I just repeated other people's content as if there was no original content. I got facts from other people's content and then laced out 60 minutes. I talked for 61 minutes in those videos, okay? The facts of the case would take me about 90 seconds to lay out. The rest of it was original insight. Anyway, so as it relates to, people FaceTiming me and shit. As it relates to the UFC paying for health insurance, at what point did I say that the UFC should not pay for their health insurance? When did I say that? Go ahead and timestamp when I said the UFC shouldn't pay for people's health insurance or take care of people. Before you started the Sanchez video, you admitted to watching it. Okay, guy. Okay, now put your age and IQ in there. Right, of course. So when did I ever say that I didn't watch people's stuff? How else would I find out about stuff? And by the way, those kick videos are weak. I'll tell you what, here, come over and let me do one on your leg instead of the bag. Tell me how weak it is after that. So You guys, Indiana Jane, that's Josh. I'm just kidding. That's actually probably not Josh. No, don't tell him to get out, dude. I like having conversations with, because usually in the comments, people just write comments and then I have to like write them back and then wait and blah, blah, blah. Wait, I said UFC shouldn't pay for fighters' injuries. Timestamp that and then give me your address and I'll send you $1,000 if I said that. Okay. Go ahead. Go timestamp it. I'll pay you $1,000 because I absolutely did not say that. I didn't say that at all. Okay. I said the UFC shouldn't pay for fighters' injuries. The UFC does pay for fighters' injuries during their entire career. Okay. Do you know that? Are you like, why would I say something that would go against reality, which is that they do pay for fighters' injuries? Like all those doctors that they go to, UFC doctors, they go there. NFL, NBA, UFC. Right. I'm talking about after their career. Like after their career, they shouldn't be like the UFC is not responsible for taking care of them for life, nor is anybody else. Okay, I'm sorry. You're right, Tiberius. You're right. All right. Let me go back up and start talking to other people. All right. So let me see. Jake's doing the Connor thing better than Connor. Agree. I mean, as of right now, for sure. Fabia's been in the body longer than most people. That's true, dude. I hadn't considered that. You know what's funny though? And I wrote this in the comments a few times because people brought this up, but like the first time I watched that, I actually didn't connect that's what he was saying. And so when I did the video, his comment made less sense, because I didn't really understand that what he was saying was like, I've been in my body longer because I've been the same size since I was 12, which is completely crazy also. But then, it didn't matter though, because then he was like, I've traveled the world and been myself to dirt. Like none of it made any sense. But he did make at least a semi-coherent point originally relating to his body. I don't understand how. The thing is, like, you want to know honestly what Fabia is like a perfect demonstration of is like, if people are like, if people are out there are really like kind of, they feel like they're floating and they don't really know what to do with their lives in the world, etc. And they're really searching for someone to confidently tell them what to do. Because those black and white, those are the kinds of people that go in, they end up in cults. Like there's a very specific personality type. And they're like, they feel lost. Like they don't feel like they have any like solid ground, any principles that they stand for, any direction. And they're like, man, I wish someone would just tell me what to do. And that's understandable because we live in a really bizarre world. Like, human beings used to live, if you just think about how we lived, I mean, like a handful of generations ago, you literally were like in a tribe and all you worried about was like, okay, so here's my wife, here are my kids, teach my kids things. Me and the dudes, we're going to go out, we're going to go hunt, we're going to kill animals, bring them back. Women are going to do this while we do that. And that's your entire life. Maybe you end up like warring with some other tribe over, buffalo in the area, but it's like, that's how human beings lived for a very long time. And now all of a sudden you have everything at your fingertips, like you have food right here. You have water right here. You have shelter. Like people who live in an apartment where, they have like 2-3 bedrooms, but they have like 6 or 7 people there. Every one of them has a cell phone. That's considered poverty now. Like that's considered poverty. And so like, it's a weird transition to like, and so people feel like they don't have purpose because they watch television and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I pulled in on my boat, on my yacht. And so people get confused and they're like, God, well, I'm not doing anything that's going to get me a yacht. Like, I don't know. Like there's nothing I really feel passionate about that I can do to earn money. So what, I'm just supposed to do this, and people just feel empty and they just want someone to fucking tell them what to do. Like, just tell me what to do. And so if that's how they feel, and then someone comes in and they confidently, like, because one thing you can say about Josh is he speaks confidently. And so if you're a floating searcher and someone speaks confidently to you, then all of a sudden it's like, I've got it, man. Like I've got my direction. And then it takes that feeling away because you can just surrender yourself to it. Like I don't need to think about this anymore. Like I don't need to worry about it. I can just do what this guy tells me to do. That's exactly what it is. And so Diego has just been like, whatever this guy says. And the guy's like, you know what you need to do, Diego? We need to start documenting this because the UFC has been, they took everything from you, Diego. They took everything from you. You gave your life, your mental stability, where do you think these addiction problems come from? Let's talk about it, Diego. You said you're struggling with addiction. Why do you think that is? It's because of this company, man. It's because they've been taking and taking, and they don't give you anything back. And we need to start protecting you. We need to start thinking about the future and protecting you. And if you're a floater, that shit makes sense. Like I would just be like, a person like me, I would just be like, wait, hold on. Explain to me how I'm the victim of the only source of income that I've ever had where I make more money than 99.5% of the population doing what I love, and I get a bunch of fame for it. Like riddle me how that's me like being victimized by this organization, you little fucking cult leader twerp. But if you're a searcher, it just doesn't matter. Wait, Jason Grimes. Oh, I'll pick you, Jason Grimes. I guarantee you will not respond to me. You said you'd lay shit on the line, but you bitched out. Crazy part. Yeah. The problem about that is there's actually a documentary you can watch about me. Are there any documentaries about you, dude? Like, has anybody ever like made a documentary about you because you did anything with your life except sat and commented? Why don't you go search Jesse on Fire Startup, and you can watch the television show that they did about me putting everything on the line. But yeah. So go ahead and do that. Go watch that and then come back and then talk to me about your life in comparison to the risks that I've taken related. Anyway, so no, Jake Paul did not have enough face damage for that to be real. I don't think. I just think he would have gotten so fucked up if those guys went full throttle. All right. So are you an illegal immigrant? Who are these fucking idiots? Like, seriously, are you an illegal immigrant? Bitch boy, agree. Jesus Christ, are you going to give anything of substance? Dude, I just laid out the psychological makeup of why people join cults. Okay. I know, dude, fuck. I guess I should have talked about sucking my boyfriend's dick so you would have had something to, take home in your own life. All right. So let's see. What else are we talking about? Totally fake. I don't know. I don't know about totally fake, but like, don't you think that if, 5 300-pound dudes fucking went full throttle on anyone, that they would probably come out of it pretty fucked up? That would be my guess. He gets sued if they're not real security. No, they are his real security though. Those are like that. He's always got those guys with him. No way Mayweather security handles Jake that easy. Here's what I'll say. Another thing that I thought was, yeah, I know Todd. I already told him. Yeah, we're going straight over to Todd Atkins' Instagram in a little bit. But the other thing that I thought was a huge giveaway on the Mayweather, and Jake Paul thing was how Mayweather acted at the very end of it. Like the whole thing, like it was like the whole thing happened like forever, and then like right as they broke it up, Mayweather came over and was like, hey, "Fuck that!" He like went nuts, and you're like, what was he doing? What was he doing for the last I don't know, 5-6 minutes? That looked weird to me. He posted a video saying he was going to take the hat before. Who knows? Like, I don't know. anybody, I mean, obviously anybody who's ever been in like a real big group fight, sometimes there's so many people around that you'd actually, I mean, you actually hurt a person less because you kind of can't fucking move. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean, so I don't know. I mean, who knows? Like, to me, Jake Paul would have ended up on the ground, right? With those guys, like, I just feel like he would have ended up on the ground. He would have got stomped out if it was real. It's great fight promotion. It's excellent fight promotion. If Dana cared about Diego, why dodge him for 2 years? That's not true. So Dana actually specifically said in an interview that I just watched yesterday, he said Diego can call him anytime he wants. The reason he's dodging him is because Diego is not reaching out. Josh is calling everyone on behalf of Diego, and Dana's like, I'm not talking to this fucking creep. And he said publicly, like in an interview with what's her name from Anthony Smith's podcast, he was like, Dana, he's like, I love Diego. Diego can call me anytime, but Diego is not. He's not in charge, man. Like, he's got this little fucking kid. I said illegal immigrant to ask your boss to pay your medical bills after falling off ladder. Huh? Yeah, okay. Jesus. Jason Grimes and Matt Hart. You know what's really funny? I'll tell you guys a funny story, dude. So you guys know who Matt Sales is? Like UFC fighter. He's one of my good buddies. And he gets so bent out of shape when people talk shit to him in the comments. He's driven to like a spot twice where he, like, in the comments, the guy said that they were going to meet him so that they could fight him in person. And Matt Sales is a fucking UFC fighter, has gone there twice. And I mean, obviously they don't show up, you know, but I thought that was hilarious. I was like, dude, you actually went? He's like, dude, I've gone twice. Oh man. Hilarious. But let's see. Wait, thanks for answering, Rashid. You're welcome. You think Floyd shouldn't react like that in the brawl? No. They should do whatever. Like I just said, at the very end of the fight, Floyd acting like he was still all fired up was hilarious, and it made it look kind of fake, you know. Hey, keep talking shit from the other side of the world. Hey, fuck balls. You came onto my live, okay? And you want to I'll just lay this out. I'll give you one guess how many people have ever talked to me like that in person. Ready? You know, like that's what's so hilarious. Guys in the comments, like, you want to know how many people I've talked to like that in person? 0. You know, because only weasels talk to people like that, you know, because they like, what do you, it's so fucking stupid, man. Should be embarrassed. Bye, Jennifer Ocius. Might sound crazy, but Jake Paul might be too big and Floyd for him. Man, this guy, Matt Hart, might be the worst listener ever. Now, I said my daughter could beat me on the ground. I said my daughter is a fucking wizard at jiu-jitsu, is what I said. She's 8, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, no other promotional pick Diego. That's probably true. I don't know, dude. I actually don't know. Like, he still has Jesus, this guy's gonna force me to block him. I can't deal with these fucking idiots. There you go. Bye, guy. So, and you're gone too because you're too fucking annoying. All right, there we go. Sorry, I don't remember what I was answering. Wait, hang on. Let me see. Oh, no other promotion. I'm sorry. Yeah. So in all honesty, this whole incident has actually boosted his profile. I can guarantee you that the bare knuckle guys are going to be reaching out to him for sure. I mean, like if you're a smaller promotion like that, if you're not reaching out to him right now, then you're stupid, you know, straight up. Like that would be, I mean, he would be a huge get. I know, Alex, like I couldn't, like, I don't like blocking people. It seems pussy to me, you know, like blocking, but I just, you know, it's not easy for me to like, just kind of, you know, if people talk shit to me, like the handful of people that have ever talked to me like that in person, like in actuality, you know, we're talking a long time ago. Anyway, but he probably will do the bare knuckle thing, dude. That would be my guess. Jake Paul will beat most MMA fighters in boxing. I don't know about, well, let me think about most. Nah, I don't know. There are plenty that he would probably beat, but there are plenty that would fuck him up. Jake versus Usman with 4-ounce gloves. You can't be serious. Benny, my man, you can't be serious. Usman would annihilate Jake Paul. Usman just knocked Masvidal out. Like, he just knocked out Masvidal, one of the best boxers in MMA. And he knocked out fucking Gilbert Burns. Like, dude, Usman would fucking obliterate Jake Paul. I mean, Jake Paul has a chance against anyone, but that's a bad fight for him, dude. Logan wins a real street fight against Floyd? Oh, for sure. 100%. 100%. If Logan and Mayweather fought in a street fight, Logan would win for sure. You know, because I mean, but in a boxing match, I mean, it's a different sport. Like Logan's like a really good wrestler. He's super strong, you know, and Floyd doesn't have enough power to, like, even with his footwork, dude, Logan's huge. Dude, he'll get a hold of him, he would take him down, and he would have no chance. BKFC will pick up Diego. I know, dude, I would make you a moderator, but I kind of like talking shit to these guys, but those two were just too fucking annoying, too stupid. Do you know how embarrassed I would be if I was ever typing into a fucking comment thing like, I'll meet you somewhere to fight you, knowing that I was not going to do that? Like, this is such weasel shit, dude. If Diego does something crazy and you hire Floyd's Beers, striking base fighters, 170 pounds up. Kevin Bruggeman, wait, what do you mean? So like, you're saying like guys who are based in striking 170 pounds up would all beat Jake Paul? That's probably true. I did see Usman's brother yesterday. He got beat up. I don't know, like, you know, I'm not sure if his brother was, I don't know if his brother was like a fighter until very recently, I think. Jake Paul's promo thriller will pick up oh, whoa, dude. Oh my gosh. If Jake Paul picks Diego, that would be so fucking brilliant. That would be brilliant. If he boxed Diego, that would be absolutely brilliant. 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 Tyron versus Jake Paul. I mean, I would certainly pick Tyron, but we just still don't. I mean, again, we just don't have any idea how good Jake Paul actually is because he's run through two guys who are not good. Yeah, Usman would. I mean, dude, Usman Masvidal had been knocked out one time in his entire career, and it was like 15 years ago. And Usman, I mean, did you guys see the shot that he hit fucking Masvidal with? Like, you can't hit a guy harder than that. I mean, that's like just utter, dude. I remember when I was boxing and I just started to kind of like get good enough to where I felt like I was kind of good. And I would always tell my coach, I was like, dude, if I get on the inside and hit these guys with hooks, like that's my shit. He's like, no, man. He's like, your right cross is going to be your fucking shot. He's like, we just need to fine tune it just a little bit. And I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to be able to generate more power with a cross than I can, fucking torquing on a hook. But he was right. In the long run, once, it was like you catch yourself on the end of a well thrown straight cross, like just like that one. And it's just devastating power, man. I mean, you cannot fucking hit a guy harder than the Usman hit Masvidal. Diego's shown himself to be a future medical time bomb. Picking him up could end up doing more damage than good. Of course, yeah, of course. I mean, at least if he did the Jake Paul, he'd get a lot of money, and then Fabia could, use it to start hey, we need to buy a new building for the School of Self-Awareness, Diego. This is more important than us, This is more important than just you and me. This is important for all the people we're going to help. Masvidal would kill Usman in straight boxing. I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. Usman's been with Trevor Whitman now, and I don't know. I mean, obviously having the threat of the takedown is very, very valuable. But Jake Paul Mayweather circus tomorrow night? No. The Lloyd that's in June. It's in June. Stop with all the what ifs. Usman, Spark, Street, Judas, all these things already happened. What? Is Chandler on roids? No, I don't think so. He would pop, now especially he's like USADA, and they come out and test all the time. Oh, Prohaska's performance against Reyes, dude, he is bananas good and exciting to watch. Doing his hair like that was genius. You got to do something that makes you stand out. Like honestly, if that guy came in there and he had just a regular haircut and whatever, and he got that knockout, it'd be exciting. But the fact that he had that haircut was a really, really fuck. I swear I should manage some of these guys. Cause I just these guys that are really in the mix, I don't think they can see it from the outside like I can, where I can so objectively go, this would be the best thing for you to do for your career. You worry about winning fights and I'll worry about promoting you. Cause just a small thing like that, doing his hair like that, shit matters because it makes him identifiable. It's like something else where you think about him and you think it's oh, that's the dude, the thing that knocked out Reyes. Dude, Usman would have knocked out a fucking grizzly bear with that shot. Usman's brother said he would beat Francis Ngannou. No, he didn't. There's no way he said that. Kamaru Usman was training Ngannou. He must have been joking. There's no way. I'd pay to see Paul versus Usman. I would pay to see any two guys fight for the most part. Start a podcast. This is my podcast, son. My YouTube channel. De La Hoya versus Eddie Alvarez. Paul versus, yeah, it would, dude. If they did that on the same card, De La Hoya versus Alvarez and Paul versus Diego, that would be, it's you're addiction and CTE versus, current fighters. If Legal Gladiator fights to the death were available, would I watch it? What do you think? The Diego video? I mean, I don't know. I think a couple $100, which is a lot for one video. Let me see. It's a lot, I don't really, because I never really think about the money at all. I just kind of do the videos and I'm just trying to build, and I'll worry about the money once. Yeah, it's made $200 so far. That's a lot of dough for one video for sure. Still can't believe Jake disrespects DC. That was hilarious, man. Hilarious. Chandler Oliveira, man. Wait, hang on. I need to make clickbait videos to get that sub count up. Dude, you mean aside from the truth of Diego and fucking Josh Fabia's relationship, that's pretty clickbaity, man. But I do try. I try to make them clickbaity, but I'm never going to do it where it's not what the video is actually about. You know what I mean? I love all these men who love to talk about other men. What? Yeah, this is a channel about fighters. So we're talking about fighters. Some of them are men. It's a great observation. What the fuck? Miguel, are you asking me who I am, or are you asking Manny who he is? I've slowly been becoming more of a fan of Usman. Me too. Me too. Yeah, Jake Paul had to walk his CTE comments back. I was talking about De La Hoya and Diego Sanchez. Am I disappointed that Diaz and Edwards got rescheduled? I mean, yeah, but it's better than it getting fucking canceled. Who am I? What does that even mean? What is the question? Have you seen Street Beefs on YouTube? Yes. Yes is your clarification. Who are you? I don't understand the question. What do you mean? Yes. Only time he's ever pulled from a fight from injury. I know, dude. And it's weird that they only push, I mean, who knows? Like, because they only push back like one event, so it can't be that serious. What's up? Yeah, it's 12. It's Friday, dude. Jiu-jitsu's at 3:30. Oh, yeah. It's not Saturday. I came out of nowhere and I'm rising to the top. That's because of my charisma. I mean, I blew up on TikTok, and then I assumed it would be easy to kind of bring it over to YouTube, but it's not. Fucking TikTok is amazing at sniffing out when you're trying to take traffic from their platform and bring it over to another. It's like they're incredible at it. They don't let you link in the comments. They don't let you link. Like, they do everything they can to. And then, like, if you do a video and you talk about a YouTube video, they suppress it and don't show it to anyone. Thank you, Tehran. Me too. My kids are no, they're not homeschooled. I live in California. They're still doing this COVID shit where they go to school. It's so dumb. They go to school like twice a week. So it's like, okay, so why only twice a week? Like, if they're gonna get each other sick, you don't think they would do it in those 2 days? This shit doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they only? It's just California is. What's up, Paul? California is like, let me just think of this. Like let's just see what people will follow, even if they the rules make absolutely no fucking sense at all. Tim Pool theorized that TikTok artificially pumps people's numbers. I think they did at the beginning. I think they did at the beginning when they first launched, but not. I don't think so anymore. Because there was like a note. And I said it when it happened. I was like, oh, there seems like a noticeable shift where, because the reason why I knew is at the beginning there used to be so many people who had the same profile picture. They were clearly bots, But now they have so many users, dude. My TikTok's the same. It's the same. Jesse on fire. The Usman eye poke against Colby, fake or not? Why would they do a fake eye poke? I don't understand. Did I see Anthony Smith and Laura's response video to Diego's? I did. And I never, oh wait, fourth time, Jesse, you think Jake Paul and, wait, I'm sorry, what? I didn't see the damage in Jake's video after the fight. I don't know if he was super damaged, then yeah, I missed that. But the video, I'm sorry, the Anthony Smith response video, I watched it, and I never do this. Like, where I go into the comments on someone else's video and I go, yo, check out, you should check out my video. I never do that. Never. And this is the only time I did that, because I just wrote, these guys are being way too easy on Diego. If you want to see an actual real take, go watch my video on it, because I get it. Like, Diego's he's a, whatever. He's a legend in the game, all that. It's probably different for me. Like, if there's even one, like, it's different for me because, like I said, he's not some mythical creature to me. I hung out with him, okay, like early in his career, right? Like when he was a star. I hung out with him in whatever that was, 2007, 2008. And so I met him in person, and he, like I said, he is weird. Like you can't, it's like the kind of weird where you can't unsee it, you know, like, so for the rest of his career, it's like he comes out, it's not like he's, you can't project something else on him. I know what he's really like. And it's like, this guy's a goof, you know, but not even a goof, just like, I don't know. It's not surprising to me that he found himself feeling like no one was supporting him, because he's just one of those dudes that you can't really like socially connect with, you know, like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really actually not trying to be a dick about that. It's just true. You know, there's some people that like can make friends with anybody and just instantaneously you're like, oh, I fucking like this guy. And then some people you're like, it's just, I don't know, you know? So I thought they were being too nice to him is the point, because he deserved, I think I went exactly as hard as I should have. Do I notice the difference between Diego in 2008 and now? No, not really. I mean, like he's just always been a weird dude, but like now he's just weird, and you know, he's got someone doing his talking for him. I don't necessarily think that the Jake Paul and Floyd brawl was staged, for sure. It looked real to me, honestly. Like it looked real. I just was saying, like, the only thing I'm saying is, like, I don't know. If those guys went full throttle on Jake Paul, I figured he would have gotten really fucked up, you know? But maybe they know they can't really fuck a guy up like that. You know, like in a place like that, they're going to go to jail if they really fuck him up. So maybe they fucked him up just enough where they knew they could get away with it and not go to jail, you know? Okay, you train me and I will give you a tattoo. Oh, you're a tattoo artist? Where do you live? His speech seems off. Oh, so that's an interesting point. I mean, yeah, he certainly doesn't seem healthy at all. South Central, nice. Yeah, I'm moving to Texas in a week. But his speech, that's interesting. Like, because yeah, I don't know. I wasn't analyzing it from that perspective. I was more just saying, like, he's weird now. He was weird then. But yeah, I mean, maybe. It's like having behind the scenes rat feeding the plebs truth bombs. Please don't do anything to get yourself canceled. Yeah, I mean, I have another channel, Jesse on Everything, and I talk about all the topics that get people canceled, and I do it intentionally in a way where there's just no way that anyone could defend canceling me, because I hedge my arguments against that kind of shit. That fight is crazy, but there's a narrative confused, bro. I don't know which one we're talking about. Thank you very much, Sreeper. My thoughts on Zabit, I have no idea. I've never understood why he never fights. You moved to Albuquerque from Texas, so move back. Thank you, Cherry Mills. All right, so I think we're going to switch over. I'm going to do, I'm going over live on Todd Atkins on Instagram. Let me call him real quick, and then we'll switch this over. I hope Tony Ferguson wins. Cheyenne. Do I know Brian Pumper? What's up, dude? Okay, let's do it. I'll wrap it up here, or actually, I mean, we could just start on Instagram and then I'll wrap it up there. Or actually, we could do both. I could just stay on here. Or I mean, wait. So how do we do it again? I just get on Instagram and then and you do you send an invite to the messages? Okay, I'll be on there in a second. All right, so we are going to go live on on Todd Atkins Instagram right now. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, do it. Isn't that, hey, did you guys see though? Did you guys see my daughter came in all concerned that she was going to miss jujitsu? She's 8, dude. You know, like, you think 8-year-olds are good at like keeping time and like, you know, maintaining a schedule? She's terrible at it. That's how much she loves jujitsu. She straight up came in like panicked that it was Saturday because she has jujitsu at 12:30 on Saturdays. And she came in like, Daddy, we have jujitsu. It's like, it's Friday, baby. We go at 3:30. She's like, oh, she loves it, man. And Paul King, I thought about what you said about, again, like we asked, this is an excellent question about whether I would let her fight if I knew she'd never crack the top 10. I think in hindsight, the only way I would let her fight MMA is if she was exceptional and I knew she had a real shot to like do it big. Just like, you know, I don't know. I don't think like you see a lot of girls. I mean, there's just a small sample size of women that are, you know, I don't know, like that are fighters, and I don't know CTE, whatever, but like, I don't know. I mean, if she loves to fight, she loves jujitsu, but I think that I can help her make a career out of jujitsu, out of, you know, through social media and stuff. Like, she's going to look like Gabrielle. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to look like Gabrielle. Like, Gabrielle's looked the same since she was fucking 16 years old. And so imagine if Gabrielle had social media and was a wizard at jujitsu. And I mean, like, she could gain a huge following, dude. You know what I mean? Where like, you know, like girls that are excellent at a sport, there's a huge following for that. Like I follow this girl, Paige Renee in golf. You know, like, I mean, that's, dude, I was actually talking to somebody about this recently. It's like, if people want to know why I suck at jiu-jitsu, is because I love golf too much. Like, bottom line, I love golf too much. You get like, and I asked Caesar, I was like, do you know any black belts that have a single digit handicap in golf? And he was like, I don't know. He's like, not that I can think of off the top of my head. Because it's like, to become a scratch golfer, it's an equal amount of time and effort as to become a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So I just can't even imagine someone doing both, you know? Oh, wait, am I in? Am I in? You got me? Todd, you got me? Are you on a golf course, my friend? Who's the golf girl? Oh, Paige Renee. Yeah. Paige, dude, she's like blonde. She's not my type, dude. Like, I like, you know, what's up, Jaden? Like, I like exotic looking girls that, I mean, basically my wife is like a, if you were going to build my ideal girl out of like, if you just created them out of thin air, like my wife is that person. But like, so Paige is not really my type, but then I watch her swing a golf club and I'm like, oh my God, she's so fucking sexy. I just can't. What's up, man? You got me?
Jesse on fire. What's up?
What's up, guys? All right, so guys, we're going live on Todd Atkins on Instagram. I know, Shagmaster. Dude, it took me 6 weeks to go from 9K to 10K, and then took 8 days to go from 10K to 12K. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, I think all you guys are joining in here.
Some guy spent 10,000 hours in an attempt to master golf. The last I heard, he was not a scratch golfer. Dude, you can't just, like, the lowest I've ever gotten was a 5.6 index, and I was playing all the time. To get from that to scratch, you have to have like a coach. You have to like, it's a whole different deal. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Go to Todd Atkins Instagram. We're going to go live right there. Thanks, guys.